another video. That's right, I didn't just quit again after one video. Back in High Realms. This is probably what I'm going to be doing pretty much all my content on until this game dies. Hopefully not soon. But anyways, I wanted to make a video about pretty much the very best watermelon or any crop farm, and also money farm pretty much in High Realms at the moment. And it probably will be one of the best for a while. I haven't actually tried a watermelon underling farm yet, but this will definitely be a good comparison when I eventually build that. But anyways, so this farm, it is like a sort of manual farm. You can macro it, and that's kind of what I designed this for, is for macroing. So that doesn't mean people playing on mobile like I am right now won't be able to do this. I do have a MacBook, so I can macro this, but I prefer to play on mobile. But this is actually a modified version of my macro I use to farm watermelons. I started off with about 200 melons and grew it from there in probably 3 days of overnight grinding. This was before they made watermelon underlings really easy to get, where I got some of my money. I think I got 10 or 15 million total from this, and that is before this modification, which makes it a whole lot better. So basically what this farm is you have to build this right over your spawn. Like if you see, when I reset my character, I spawn right in here and I face this direction. That is the most important thing. You have to be spawning at this very corner of it, and you have to be staring straight ahead, like down this little like crop thing. That is very important, because basically you use the character resetting to position your character every loop this goes through. So basically what this is there's a path all the way to the island border pretty much. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Dash through a 1 block gap. But anyways, yeah. There is a path you are walking on that goes all the way to the edge of the island. And then there's a 5 block deep like tilled soil path that also goes all the way to the end. Basically all of this goes all the way to your island border. You don't have to do it, but for like the maximum rates, that's what you want to do. And it's very important this goes 5 blocks deep, not 4. I was helping some guy make the old version of this before this whole top part got added, and he was having some trouble because it was only 4 blocks deep, and it needs to be 5 blocks deep. So basically this setup will be roughly 1,000 seeds. I could be off by a bit, but I think it's roughly that. But basically you want to build that, and then you want to build this back wall thing here, which is kind of like the starting path, except 2 blocks higher, also all the way down, or wherever you want to end this farm. But this back wall is really important, because you aren't placing the seeds on this soil. You're actually placing them against this back wall, which means you're placing the seeds off of each other. And on mobile, you see, this doesn't even work. You have to click on the soil. But on a computer, you actually only have to tap on that back wall, which is basically what this whole farm works off of, is that mechanic. So you place 1 seed at the very end, and then another off of that seed, and then off of that one, off of that one, and then off of that 4th seed to be the 5th seed right next to you. So basically, all you do with that macro is you first of all would want to have your character reset, because this is the position you want it to be in. You want to be in first person, and you would just go down the whole thing planting seeds. And then what you would do when you got to the end, you would reset again it's important to reset and not just fall off, because I find when you fall off, there's a little bit of like a slop, and when you respawn, you can get shifted to the sides. That is the same when you respawn. You can kind of notice you move around a little bit, but it's a whole lot worse when you jump off. At least I find that. So after planting the seeds, you reset, and then you'd want to have your character go up here, pull out the scythe, just hold down, and just go all the way down. Very easy, much easier than the old version of this was, because before you have to go here, like hold down your sword and like slowly, come on game, there we go, and just slowly go down here. And auto jump on mobile is really annoying. Can I turn that off? Auto climb is off. It is very, maybe auto climb is different, but that's really annoying. Another reason you need to use a computer of some kind instead of mobile, because this will mess up your farm 100%. So basically, to macro this, again, you want to have your character reset. You want to be in first person before you reset. And then I have to have a keyboard, so I can pretend that, let's pretend this is the center. You want to move your mouse up so it's looking at pretty much the center of that back block, and then to the left a little bit. Because what this means is when you walk sideways, it's hard to show on mobile, you are running up against this piece of dirt. So you are always at the very closest to this block you can be, but you're not just going into it, you're also sliding against it all the way down. And that's really important, because normally you have a 4-block reach, but when you are all the way at the edge of a block, you actually have a 5-block reach, which means you get a whole other row of seeds. It also means that this used to be 4 rows, and the problem is with the sword is you would be able to slowly just break down that back wall, and then you have nothing to plant seeds against. I guess that doesn't really matter anymore, because we're using a scythe now, but that back wall is still important for placing seeds. So you'll want to, again, look to the left a bit and just travel down. Again, really bad explanation on mobile. I will show you a video of this macro running on my computer in some way in a little bit. You want to have it run all the way down. When it gets to the end, hold it still going sideways like you're still doing stuff for a little bit, just in case something happens, it lets it finish. And then you'll want to reset your character, and this time go up, hold it forward a little bit, again just in case something happens. Pull out the scythe, hold down, go sideways, and again when you're at the end, hold it down for like a few seconds, like 5 seconds. Reset your character, and then hit like the stop recording, and then it should loop. It should plant the seeds, it should reset, it should go up, it should use the scythe, go all the way down, it should reset again, and then you're back here, and it loops forever. I like to have my seeds out when I start the recording. So I start the recording, and then I hit, for example here it would be 8, hit 8 again. Just in case you forget to hit 8 at the very end. Just basically make everything redundant. Do everything twice. Unless it messes up the farm, obviously. So I'd hit 8, have it go down. Use an auto clicker. Doing this manually is really, really slow. You basically want to be able to plant seeds as fast as you can. Ideally, you want to just be able to hold down D or whatever you use to go to the side, which I guess on computers would always be D unless you have like weird keybind or something, and just go to the side. But really for most auto clickers, and honestly for most computers maybe, you might have to pause for a second and like kind of shuffle down slowly. That's what I have to do, but it's fine, it's so really fast. And yeah, I will probably now cut to a video of this macro running on a computer. Alright, this is editing Bub Nugs here, and I have a 3 times sped up little video of the macro running on my MacBook right now. I know, kind of trash image quality. I didn't want to get a screen recorder, so I just put my camera up to the screen. But yeah, as you can see, it's not just like going like just in one long thing, just holding down D. It's in little taps, and it's kind of hard to tell here, but it is missing a bit, and that's gonna happen, but it's fine. You don't really lose all that much. And you can actually see I did miss a little bit at the end from the last harvest, and that's just a timing issue. You can also see how I'm staying here way too long. I think there's some issue with my macro recorder where like the auto clicker lags it out, and it thinks it's recording for longer than it is. I think that's also why some of the seeds don't get planted correctly. It's not a huge deal, but I could probably shorten this by like a minute and a half if I really tried to fix everything. But first iteration of this macro, it works, it's fine. But yeah, really, just make sure you're doing everything I said in the video. When you see these watermelons grow like they are here, wait a bit, because, it's going to take a while for the ones at the end to grow. I say wait a minute or a minute and a half. I waited a minute, and you could see those melons at the end didn't fully grow when I went to harvest, and then they were fully grown when I went through again. So I don't know. Maybe give it a minute and a half instead. Also, 2 macros. If you're on Mac, use the Merga macro recorder. If you're on Windows, use TinyTask. I was talking to some guy on Discord. He said to use some other one. I'm pretty sure it had a virus in it. So just stick to those 2. They're both pretty easy to use. Yeah, bye.